if you want to put on muscle, how often do you actually have to work out? Now, the answer is, and it sucks, it depends. And what I mean by this is it doesn't actually matter how often you go into the gym, but rather the right question would be, how often do you have to train each muscle group to put on muscle? And this is a range depending on your genetics and just who you are, so it'll depend on person to person, so experiment with it to figure out what is right for you. The range is from 10 sets to 15 to 20 sets per week. 20 sets at being a very, very high end range, which only a few amount of people can actually maintain, and 10 sets being the minimum at which you can still see some gains. And so it's somewhere in between here. Near 20, if you're doing 20 sets per muscle group, you will have diminishing returns, which means the more sets you do, you still see more gains than if you were to only do 10, but it's just sometimes it's not worth the effort that it takes to get a little bit more. So what it really comes down to is how often are you going to be training these muscle groups? Because if you train like I do, I train a full body workout 5 days a week, which means I get about 15 to 17 sets per muscle group every week. So for me, that's how I train. Some people do a push-pull legs or a bro split, but it really depends on you personally.